Hello and welcome everybody to Shattered Paradise, which in case you haven't heard is a recent pack release from Sam. It is going to be their final pack release as they're going to be focusing on a whole bunch of life stuff after this, and they just want to keep focus on that and are planning on entirely retiring from the charting scene at the very least, creating packages like this. And there is a lot of very, very unique things in here, particularly in the way of, I guess you could call them mod charts. There's a lot of negative BPM gimmicks, but there is also some Lewis stuff in here, and as you know, I'm not really able to play much anymore, but I'm going to try my best to, at the very least, look at some of those and a couple of other charts, which Sam said that would be of particular interest to me. So the first one that I'm going to be looking at, I'm going to go down the list here, is GOTO. I believe it's actually right at the top, which you may have seen in the past on streams and whatnot, but just in case you haven't, it is a hell of a ride, so let's jump in and give it another look. Now, a lot of these like neg BPM files or like gimmick stuff are oh, just look at that. There's so much work that went into these with basically frame dropping. Like frame by frame editing. I'm so excited for some of the stuff I haven't seen yet. There we go. Please forgive me, it has literally been over 3 months since I touched this game. I'm having to kind of relearn stuff again. I-L-L-I-C-K I-L-L-I-C-K. Oops. Oh my god, just... There's just so much creativity. Oh my god. God, that ending is so cool. I mean, really, the whole chart is so cool, but you can see those little, the back and forth on the motion with the notes there. Like, that's not something that you can do. Just as is, like, you can't just place down a negative BPM and do, like, in-between animation like that. That is a whole lot of manual artistry at work there to make different things happen simultaneously. It is honestly incredible. I think that is my current best on this, actually, 77. I played this a couple of times over the past year, and oh my. Anyway, there is a couple other charts that are in here that have their own unique stuff going on with them, which I really haven't seen. At least not the whole of the charts anyway. I was trying to kind of prevent myself from being too spoiled by it. To try and just really get that initial sight read experience. But yeah, let's see. The next one on here is a little bit more of a straightforward gimmick. It's called Browser History. And just, yeah, you get a miss, and your history is wiped. Now, you may have heard some funny shenanigans that could happen in the past with Lua content. It's not that crazy, don't worry. Missing is not too bad. But I will say that if you do miss, well, let's just say you can't finish this without an FC. Oh, I really do enjoy the little roll there. I wonder how much restraint Sam had to have to not make every single one of those rolls trills instead. As I recall, there isn't anything else that happens in this gimmick-wise. I don't think I'll have to watch out for anything to intentionally make me miss or anything like that. Okay, we did it! This browser history will be saved. Give it a minute. That took longer than usual. I wonder why. Honestly, I have so many songs. That's part of the problem. It adds extra seconds. But yeah, a nice, straightforward, cute little gimmick. Let's see. I'm going to save the third one for last because, while it is a little bit of a gimmick, it's a harder song, so I'll just kind of move to, I guess I'll do Magician's Operation next. Let's see. Apparently this one is a Lua gimmick, so this isn't, at least not purely negative BPM stuff. Oh, this is the Poco file. Okay, yeah, definitely Lua, right? I imagine. Lua and probably Mickey, right? Oh, no, wait, hold on. Easy FG feed to Megarine Luca. Okay, okay. Let's see what you got for us, Poco. Actually, I just realized this might be kind of hard for me to play. I'll try my best. That's okay. Really hitting with the fat claws there, huh? Ooh, that was cute. It is a meaty sound. Ooh, yeah, give me the hold control. I assume the gimmicks will be coming. Wait. They are coming. Okay. Gotta be careful. Ooh. God, this makes me want to close my eyes. Ooh! Wow! I'm amazed at how sight readable that was. Okay, I gotta stop following the screen. My head is. I was just going back and forth with my head the whole time. Oh. Excellent use of that little screen twirl. Oh my goodness. Goodbye! Early fade out. Very expressive. Very expressive gimmicks. Not only are they very effective, but yeah, I think that file is entirely sight readable too. Really. Just straight from the get-go. A lot of this stuff is that you'll see in this is more of like a what should I call it? It's kind of like just a creative showcase where like it's not necessarily intended to be sight readable as much as it is just kind of like espouses all sorts of really neat ideas that you could kind of that express various aspects of the song that are just like very very difficult to do. Like I think the reason why some of them aren't really seen is just because of you really do have to do like all sorts of frame draw stuff. Now this is like Lua effect stuff as opposed to neg BPM, but yeah, this was like very very effective at what it and expressing what it wanted, and just it was very like just instant. Plenty of room to breathe on Magician's Operation. But as to what I was saying before, we're actually, I believe, going to be doing Mistempered Malignance next. Let me just double check. Yes, okay, so we are doing Mistempered Malignance next, which is like the big one. This is like another huge, like high effort, neg BPM, like crazy stuff, kind of like GOTO. But I really don't know too much of what's going to be going on in here. I've seen like a couple of snippets when it was being made, but from what I've heard, it's like negative BPM stuff to the point where it just like frame animation, like Think about frame-by-frame animation. That is what is happening in this, because that is what is required to do some of the stuff that is going to occur. I am like so very excited to check out some of the craziness that's going to be going on in this. And yeah, it's going to take a little while to load. This is probably on par with loading like an ultra marathon, like a couple hours. The number of changes that occur in this is oh, it's still going. It's still going. Okay. I I believe in you. You can do it, Eterna. Holy. I suppose this is what happens when you turn your content into effectively an animation as opposed to a regular chart. Oh my, is my... Oh wait, I think it's going. Yep. I honestly thought my client hanged or hung. Whoa. God, that intro kicked my ass. Behind. You can actually hit that?
What's happening? They're everywhere.
What? Oh, I get it now. I need to treat that like a 16. Wow. Oh, the hole disappearing. Oh my god. That's so cool. Oh my god, I can't make heads or tails of... That was a really cool skip section. Whoa! Like mini stutter into compression. Ooh. Man, I think the only part that I couldn't grasp there was the and unfortunately it was the longest part there. That looks really cool. I just wish I knew, like it didn't click yet here. Pretty obvious where I didn't where I screwed that up there. Oh man, if it wasn't for that part, I probably would have had mid-70s there, which would have been pretty good for like a total sight rate of it. But yeah, this one part destroyed me. At first I thought like it was gonna be the 16ths for certain sounds there, but it just like wasn't even close. Like when I saw them light up, you know. But yeah, I could not quite figure that part out. Unfortunately, I hope that maybe if I play it another time or something like that, that I can kind of just get the get it to click and it'll be like, okay, never mind, this isn't too bad. Because, like, the visuals seemed fine. Like, it seemed like we were supposed to do, what's the word? Like, it was telling me, like, which hand to do and what patterns to do. So I don't think that part was necessarily the problem. It's just, I must have been attributing either to the wrong sound, or maybe it was just, like, the wrong speed. It was, like, an omission. Like, maybe I wasn't supposed to play it as 16ths. Maybe I was supposed to play it as, like a much slower rhythm, like maybe, like, quarters or eighths or whatever. But, that's alright. It's one of those things where it's just showcasing a whole bunch of different, very, like, very high-effort ideas for, unique expression. And I think that it absolutely succeeds in that. There's a whole bunch of really cool stuff that occurred there. I still cannot believe that I was able to hit the note that came from behind. That was very, like, very natural. Like, that just worked. Like, it wasn't like I saw another note coming from the bottom to match up with it. Like, that's probably what happens, but it's done in such a way that it doesn't show up ever. So it must be like an instantaneous, like, teleporting note or something. Very, very cool. What is next on the list? I'm supposed to do Screw OO Screw, which is another HTML file. Here we go. This is from Zingren as well. You'll notice a lot of this stuff is either from Zingren or it's like a collab, and that's because Zingren was doing some absolutely crazy, like, they had a really high level of involvement with the more intense, like, negative BPM stuff. Like, all the frame-by-frame animation, effectively. Which is just, like, I can't even wrap my head around, really, how that would look. Like, if you open it in the editor, it just looks like complete insanity, because it's just, oh my goodness. Like, I've had a peek. It's just, there's just kind of stuff everywhere, but it all kind of combines into that, like, really cool animation you see in the final chart. So we should be good to go to just jump on in. I believe everything in here is just auto Xmodded, like Lurid, so you don't have to worry about it. Also, this must be, like, really good. Is Sam accepting a Camellia chart? Very high bar. Oh, there we go. Cute fakes. Oh! I don't think that was too bad for the first time really ever hearing that song. I have absolutely no, like, I've never heard that song, so I have, like, no prior knowledge of its rhythms. It was mostly just me trying to piece together existing bits that I heard before. And there was a fair number of times where the song itself does its own mix-ups or like new things to me at the time. And every time that happens, of course, I'm not prepared for it. So I think I learned a few things just even in the first listen, and I was able to kind of capitalize on some of the repeating rhythms as the song went by, but then some of the unique stuff just kind of. But a couple of listens, or like if I had listened to the song beforehand, you know what I mean? A few of those more sudden gimmicks would come a lot more naturally, and it did seem like that. Like some of these areas here that I had heard before, it, like, just came pretty cleanly, relatively speak, like as clean as you're gonna be executing something that you can that you can barely see, right, when it kind of just jumps in. So honestly, this might be one of those things. Like if I listen to it, like if I had listened to the song a couple times before or something like that, maybe double label. Which is like, yeah, because like comparatively with some of the other mod stuff, I have I have a little bit more trouble. This one, I guess, is relatively more tame. Very good usage of the a lot of the warp, like just kind of the regular warps, but then also a lot of like reverse stuff too, to make you hit patterns again. That's a really cool thing that I think would be very effective for like repeating sounds. Like that seems like a very effective way to express like a very cool gimmick to use. I imagine that's like more negative BPM frame animation though, to make the notes go backwards. In that way, which is probably why I don't really see it. Like even with other files that do like the negative BPM shenanigans prior, you know, but very effective. What else is on this list? Oh yes. So the last one here, it's not an Xmod gimmick, but it's a long section with some fake stuff. It's called "I Want to Be a Hippie." Now I'm saving it, or I was saving it for the last of the bunch because, while it is like its own gimmick section, it is kind of hard. It might be too hard for me to play. If it's too hard for me to play, I will just view it in like practice mode or something, as Sam mentioned to me. But I will give it an honest go. We'll see what happens. You know, I hope I can. And then after this, there was a couple of other files that Sam wanted me to check out. Just that they're not gimmicks or anything, but just some cute, fun stuff. Oh my! I suppose it is like a 24. Which for me is probably like a 30 at this point. We'll see. Oh my! get high. Get high. I like that little transition there. Like, basically, mini troll into a... I shouldn't call it a mini troll. But the transition into mini jack there. Oh, I hear some mini jacks coming. Let's see what happens. Woo! Oh, quads? Alright, let's play. Oh my god. I love that 24th ending. Like 24th into the gloves. Oh, it feels so good. If only I could like actually hit it so I could feel it like all entirely. Marijuana. 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 Oh boy. Marijuana. Ooh. Okay. Whoa! Oh! Here it is. Oh, yeah. Mine out in face. It's been a good year for Gimmicks. It really has. Oh fuck. I am like completely breaking. I'm not hitting this properly at all. Oh god! Oh, that sounds really... Woo! Surprised I hit that. That sound is really standing out to me. There it is! Got our little fakes now. Yeah, that sound was really standing out to me before the end. Oh my goodness. Yeah, very cool glut stuff going on in this. Not exactly something that I can play anymore, unfortunately, but at least you can say I tried. I wanted to actually play through the song too. I didn't want to just kind of quickly look at it in practice mode. I wanted to experience the whole song up to the point. Like, I imagined it would have much more weight to do that. You get through the glut gauntlet, you listen to the song for quite a few minutes, and then you get to that, like, the mine, fake heavy interlude section. And yeah, I do think I had a fair bit more, it had a fair bit more potency because of that, because of the journey. But okay, that kind of concludes the more gimmick-oriented files in this, from what I can see from the list. So basically everything else is going to be like more conventional or dump-oriented content that's not gimmick heavy. So there is a lot of different types of stuff from a number of different people, and of course, like something for probably anyone to enjoy, really. But I was given a couple of files specifically to check out that weren't gimmicks, which is CBXXX 400 and One Night Hell Screen. So we'll check out CBX first, because it's earlier on the list. So this is a sequel to P13 and Weeble Wobble. I imagine I will like this chart. I can't imagine I'll be able to play it. Weeble Wobble is like one of my favorite charts. I love it so fucking much. P13 is, well... Ah! Alright, I just gotta, like, remember the rhythm here. The holds do make that really, just that much, like, harder to read. And yeah, I was right, this file's destroying me. There isn't just one rhythm with the revving. There's actually several I would probably have to remember. So that's making this, ooh, it's speeding up. Nice trill! Let's go. Cute little mines there, too. Okay. Me too. I really wish I could play this. It's big brain mini jack control. Oh my god! Yeah, 70. Can't do it like I used to. Haven't for a long time. I hope someone can, though. I imagine that's very fun to hit properly. And then for the final file on the list that I was told to play is not something as crazy. It is One Night Hellscreen. We just get to sit back and relax and enjoy a nice little piano piece. No protection. Nice subtitle. One Night Hell Stand. No protection. And this will be a good place to end it too, because oh my, between the last file I played and the other 8-minute one. Yeah, my hands are definitely not too happy. But that's okay. The important thing is that I was able to experience this. At least a bit. Because because as I mentioned, this is Sam's last hurrah, final pack. And it wouldn't be right if I didn't wish my mate well. And be a part of that send-off. Even if I'm retired myself. Nice. Ooh. Good chord usage. This is very nice. I was expecting it to be more relaxed jumping into it, but it's very powerful. It's a very intense piece when it wants to be. You just really feel the intensity, the command when they hit some of these chords. Ooh, that sounds nice too. This is a very nice song. Very, very nice. But let me just double check. I am pretty certain that I went through everything on the list, but just double checking. I wanted to make sure that I went through at the very least all the gimmicks, and then also the couple of non-gimmick files that Sam specifically mentioned. Now, of course, there's other stuff in this pack, and I do want to play more of it at some point. But yeah, I retired for a reason, and yeah, I also just, my hands don't, I don't want to push them too far. But thank you very much, not just for hosting Shattered Paradise, but just for everything really that you've been a part of, Sam, over the years. I know that it's very important to you, and you gotta do it, and I wish you the absolute best, but I'm gonna miss you, mate. Just, you know, thank you for being around and doing the things you've done over the years. I greatly appreciate it. And to everybody else, Shattered Paradise, at least at the time of this recording, is pretty much brand new. It came out like yesterday. Please do go ahead and grab it and give it a shot. There is a whole bunch of content ranging across like just a number of different avenues. Like if you want to see some cutting edge like Eterna Gimmicks stuff, if you want to just check out some easier conventional files, if you want to check out some dumb stuff, or maybe like some crazy some crazy control gluts, whatever. I'm sure there's something in here for you to check out and enjoy, and I think that you're going to have a good time. I certainly have today, even if I could do some of the stuff that I would have liked to, but I already knew. I'm honestly just happy that I could play at all. I was kind of concerned that I would get to the point where you don't play for 3 months. I thought I was going to come back and I might not even be able to like play a 15 jump stream or something like that, and it would just be like an absolute mess. And I might not be able to play for a couple of weeks, and I wouldn't be able to give this to Sam before they left for good. And I'm glad that it was, I'm glad that that was not the case, and that I can kind of get this ready. So yeah, just thank you, Sam, and thank you anybody else who happens to be watching. Take care and have a good day.